Hello, everybody. How you doing? Hey, hey, hey. I'm happy to be here. Another Facebook Live day, right? And today we're going to be talking about making time to be visible because self promotion is a little scary. And sometimes it feels a little icky, right? Oh, self promotion, like it's a bad thing, but we have to be willing to promote ourselves and put ourselves out there in order to be seen. You can't be seen if you're not out there, out in the world where people can see you. And so you have to plan it out. You have to plan out time to actually be visible. And that can be a little scary, right? And I've been practicing it a little more and more and more. So I'm getting a little better at it, but self promotion is still a big deal, right? It's still a big thing. But even when you're doing it, sometimes you can slip up. So that's what we're talking about today, self promotion and how to schedule time in your day for making that happen. Even though we think of it as a bad thing sometimes, it's really not. And when you do it right, you give other people, the people around you, permission to also promote themselves. Just in my Facebook group a little bit ago, and I was looking at a quote. It was in a book that I don't usually deal with all the time in the Course of Miracles. I didn't necessarily see it. One of my community members, Fran, put it up recently. Williamson's 1992 bestseller, A Return to Love, Reflections on the Principles of A Course in Miracles. And the full quote, and I'm going to read it because I love this quote, and I'm so grateful Fran put it in the group so that I could see it again. But our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small doesn't serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We're all meant to shine as children do. And I love that because when you do that and when you shine like that, you're actually inviting all those around you to also shine, right? And people who aren't afraid of shining and who let themselves be seen are the biggest encouragers of other people being seen. I've gotten where, when people are mean or try to keep you small, it's because they're small. But the people that are great, they're always encouraging you to be great too. I think that that quote hits at the heart of that. So when you can figure out how to promote yourself and let all of your light shine and like be intentional about it, like actually schedule it into your day and into your life, make time for being seen and building your road to visibility, it's like, yeah, see, yep. And I was shining at my book launch. I was like so happy to be there and so happy with the people that were there. It was a beautiful moment. And I could have said, well, I wrote the book and I'm gonna now just do this. And it's like book launch party. You gotta celebrate it and you got to shine. And it is a form of self-promotion, but it gave everyone else their permission to also shine, to feel like, hey, I can do this too, right? And I'm going to celebrate myself and look what I did. And it was beautiful. I mean, so the more you can do that, the more you do that for others. But you have to start by doing it for yourself because everything starts with you. You have to always be the change that you want to see. Because if you're not being the change, you're not going to have the change. You're not going to see the change, and the change isn't going to happen. So, finding the time to promote yourself and create that visibility is a wonderful thing. Yes, I was so happy to be celebrating, because I'm so used to not celebrating my work. And I did celebrate it this time, and it felt so good because then it wasn't just me celebrating it, other people were able to see it and acknowledge it and go, yeah, this was good. This happened. And this could happen to someone like Pam, who I know is just a regular human being. Then it could happen for me too. It's always an invitation when you are willing to celebrate all of who you are, right? All of your light, all of your beauty, all of your brilliance, all of what you are with someone else. Because every time you celebrate it, you not only get the celebration and the feel goodness of it, you invite other people to celebrate too. Not just your success, but their own successes. You get to say, it's okay to celebrate you. It's okay to say how wonderful you are because you're wonderful, right? And so it's important to intentionally promote yourself, get out there, plan out that visibility, and take the time to intentionally plan it. Over the next few weeks and months, you guys are going to see me on more podcasts, or more Facebook Lives, or more blog posts and guest posts, and just every way that I can be out there. I'm still, now see, I still struggle with some things, like I got to do press releases and I'm working on the press releases, but then interviews and podcasts, great. Interviews on Facebook Live, great. Interviews in person on a studio, talking on a stage, great. Right? I don't mind all of that. And I'm going to enjoy doing all of that. Now, say TV. And my brain just shuts down. It's like, what? You want me to do? I don't know. Because then it's scarier. But I'm going to do all of those things because all of those things are important to do. And so, like you, I keep moving my visibility in bigger and bigger circles, right? I keep taking the next step and the next step because visibility is a journey. It's always a journey. And that's why when I talk in my book, I talk about Oprah and how we see her as this big icon, and yet she was still struggling at some of those different points. While we were admiring her, she was still struggling with her own visibility and different issues that she had, playing around, messing with her mindset, because there's always another step, right? And the more you keep doing that, taking those steps, the better you get. And yes, my message is important to share. Your message is important to share. Each of us have really, really important messages that we got to get out there in the world. And someone in the world is waiting to hear that message. So if you can make yourself find the courage to make yourself be seen, to be visible, to plan it out and get out there, you're going to be helping the world. That's my message for today. And I hope you guys got something out of it. And I will talk to you next week. Thank you for being here. Lorraine, I'm glad you were here with me. Um, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye.